All right, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Corey B. So a lot's been going on lately. I've only posted like once in like the last month. There's been a lot of content on our other channel, my Bayless Boys channel with me and the guys, and I've had lots of stuff. I've been pretty consistent at least every other day on that channel, but on this channel I haven't been. I had YouTube step in and tell me that I got suspended from my monetization, which I don't understand. I had to go through an entire appeals process, which was kind of just a nuisance, especially amidst all of that. I was literally going through a big move, right? We went down to, so I'm going to wrap this story up, okay? There's a long story, but I'm going to make it short. We went down to Denver for a Christian homeschool convention that lasted about 5 days. It was really incredible. So great, so great. The convention was 4 days long, but we were there 5 days. So we were going in Denver. Everything was really cool. I got back, and so during that 5 days, I didn't really get much work done. I got a few little videos recorded, but didn't get much posted. I was mostly collecting content as we were out there and things like that, you know? So I didn't get to post very much because I was just busy with the family and also soaking up as much information as I can, because if any of you out there homeschool your kids, man, homeschool parent, that's a whole different job in itself, man. It's like full-time work, I'm telling you, especially if you go with something like a Becca. Becca's an incredible program that I got, that I went through. It's based out of Florida, through the PCC, the Pensacola Christian College. They actually publish it, but the thing is it's really it's a level above when it comes to curriculums, because it's a STEM academy, so it's extremely driven towards, from kindergarten on, you're already focusing on college and the workforce and just being highly educated and highly advanced, which is really cool, but it's very heavy. It's like a lot for the boys to do. Not only is it a lot for them to do, but it's also a lot for me to grade and to keep up with and try to help them, wrestle on each day. So yeah, that's been huge. So I love that program. It's also a Christian-based program. So every morning starts off with the pledge and the Bible, and then we dive into schoolwork, right? So I wanted to get as much help from these people out there as I could. Other parents, other people who've written books, different teachers. I met so many people. Kimberly met so many people. Me and Kimberly got to meet with people, discuss things, discuss ideas. It was really cool. It was such a beautiful thing, and I'm so blessed that we had the opportunity to do all that. It was really amazing. After that, we came back, and when we came back, I was like, well, I got to get back to work, right? But instantly, I dove right back into trying to help the boys finish up their school year, which we are still presently trying to do. Finish up their school year, and then a buddy of mine hit me up, and he's like, man, I got to replace my roof. He's like, you got my back, right? And I was like, sure. So I kind of mapped out what the boys' classwork I wanted them to do, and I was like, I'll jump on this roof. I'll let them do this work. And, they'll be downstairs while I'm working, right? And that roof took more days than I had planned on. I was doing that for like a week. One day I came home thinking, hey, it's been a long day on the roof and the sun and everything and working hard. And I mean, I'm just, I've never done a roof. It was a learning experience, which I'm always happy to learn new things. So after slinging shingles all day, then, come home thinking I'm going to relax, watch some TV, get something to eat, take a shower. Actually, some buddies from our life group actually invited us over. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to go kick it with them for a while. And we walk into the house, the Airbnb that we were staying in, and I heard water gushing. And I was like, where's water running at? Started looking through the house, and as I got to the living room, it's pouring from the ceiling. There was a couple inches in the living room, and it was all the way, there was water everywhere. I don't know how long it had been going, but apparently from the water pipe coming from the water heater to the utility room, one of the couplings had come loose somehow. It was this whole big ordeal. And so instantly, we started, I hollered at another buddy. He said, hey, I'm going to come over there and help shot back everything out. He's like, I got you. And he's like, this is uncool, you know, whatever I can do to help. Well, I got in contact with the owners, of course, and I was like, hey, man, something has to be done. But meanwhile, our buddy was there helping us out, trying to clean up and dry things out. It was just a big ordeal. Finally, the owners were just like, you know what? It's been a couple days. It's going to take months to get all this repaired. Y'all just got to go. And we're like, well, we're trying to go. You know, but it was weird because we started looking for places that we could live, started looking for apartments, rentals, condos, just anything that was available. We were looking around, right? And as we were looking around, everything was going to take this application process. It was going to be anywhere from 3 to 5 days. There was one place we found that was going to be, it was a long process, you know. And we're like, we can't really live in this. I mean, we can, but we don't want to. So we went and stayed at a hotel like 2 nights. And then after 2 nights, we were like, you know, what are we really going to do? So maybe we can go back to the house anyways, and we could spend this time packing and cleaning, right? And so that's what we did. We went back to the house, and that's when the owners were like, hey, y'all really got to bounce. And we're like, we're trying to bounce. We're packing, man. Like, we've been gone for 2 days at a hotel while everything was hopefully drying out. And now we're back here trying to pack up, right? So we just decided, you know what? We could pack fast. Let's just pack fast. Let's be out by the end of the day, right? So we just started packing. We'll just like throw everything in storage. We'll go to the hotel and we'll wait out this process of applying for a new place, right? Well, so we did that, right? And when we threw we packed, and it was cool because a buddy of mine from same buddy that I went to his house that night, him and his wife hollered at me and was like, hey, what you doing? I was like, oh man, I'm packing, homie. And they're like, packing? Well, you need some help? And I was like, you know, you ain't got to do all that, but I could use all the help I can get, right? And they're like, well, we're already on the way to your house. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we got you, man. We ride together. And I was like, okay. So they're like, we're on our way. You just tell us what to do. So I was like, okay, this is what I need here. This is what I need there. And Kimberly was there. It was great because she just happened to be off that day. And Kimberly was like, yeah. So her and Heather went and like knocked out our master bedroom. They helped in the kitchen. Me and Brandon totally knocked out the schoolroom. The boys started packing their stuff in their bedrooms. And I mean, everything didn't get packed perfectly, but we were just like, we just gotta pack fast. Pack whatever we got that we need at the hotel into the truck or into the trunk, and then pack everything else either into the trailer or into the moving truck. And so we got everything into the trailer, the moving truck. We took the moving truck, dropped it off at the trailer, and we went and checked into a hotel for another 3 nights. In those 3 nights, we got contacted. And we were able to get approved, or get to go check out a place, get approved, sign the paperwork, and everything, get it all done in that 3 days. It was amazing because we hadn't even heard of that place until that day. This is the place we're in right now. This is actually my office, which is just a chaotic mess right now. But that's all right. This is going to be where I'm recording my stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be getting a lot of work done here. I might get some work done in the living room, but this is my new spot. It's been good. It's been crazy, but it's been good. So in that 3 days, we're in that hotel. Then we turn around and find out, hey, we've been approved. We got the place. We got the keys. So we got to instantly go and get everything moved out. Without the moving truck, it took me 5 loads in the trailer to get it undone and get everything back here between the car and the trailer. And so we got everything loaded back here, and I did it. You know, Kimberly ended up being under the weather. She had to work one day, and then she was under the weather. And the boys had enough moving. I mean, they tried, but they had enough. So I ended up powering through that. I spent 2 days moving all that stuff back by myself. And we happen to be on the 3rd floor now. But we got our own place, 3-bedroom place. The boys got this giant room that's really great for them. I got my own office. Me and Kimberly got our bedroom. And life is good, man. God is good. He provided a way. I mean, he really did. He really just showed up for us because it was crazy because we were like, you know, Lord, what are we going to do, right? And we got to make this happen fast because we didn't want to keep paying for hotels. Hotels aren't cheap, man. Even with points. And me and Kimberly, as we've been traveling for the last 2 years, 2.5 years, we've accumulated lots of points, but it eats up all your points fast. Otherwise, it, you know what I mean? It just, it starts getting pricey. And so we really just tried to do the best we could, and we just prayed a lot. And then my buddy Newt, who I helped him with his roof, he was like, one day he was like, hey man, let's pray right here, dude. And we met up in a parking lot at Lowe's, or no, Menards. It's a hardware store here. We met up there because we had to, you know, handle some business, but we had to meet up real quick. So we're like, he's like, hey, before you bounce, like, let's pray real quick. And we prayed. And as I'm pulling out of the parking lot, he calls me. He's like, I was like, what's up, man? Did I forget something? He's like, no. He's like, I was praying. As we were praying, I got off the phone. And then this pop-up, this little ad on his phone popped up for Remax. He's like, have y'all ever done Remax? I was like, Remax? Nah, man. I was like, Kimberly's gone through all different kinds of, you know, real estate forums, different things. Checked out, you know, furnishfinder.com, apartment locators, house rentals. We've even been working, like I said, we've been working on trying to buy our house. And so she checked in we actually know a realtor friend here in Gillette now, and he was like, sometimes I got rentals, but oddly enough, that day I couldn't reach him. I couldn't reach him that day. And he always responds to me super fast. That day he wasn't. And I don't know if he's got a newborn daughter. So I don't know if he was just with his daughter, with his wife, another client, whatever, but I couldn't reach him. And I was like, something's going to work. I know something's going to work. And so Newt was like, dude, this Remax popped up. And I was like, I don't think we've done that one before. And so Kimberly hit them up. And when she looked on Remax, there was this condo building. It's a building, got 12 units. And one was available. And and it wasn't available. It wasn't listed on any other sites or any other place. It was really weird because, like I said, Kimberly had been searching everywhere. She said she Google searched it and couldn't even find it there. But she looked on the Remax and she got a hold of this lady, Carmel. And when she found her, she was like, yeah, I just took over this building. And so it's one of my mini properties that I'm managing. And she's like, you know, and that's the one we ended up getting approved for. And then we moved in here, and the people who live now beneath us, they were living here. Like 6 months ago, they moved out of here. And they moved out of here because they're just getting a little older, and they wanted to be, you know, lower. Right. God just showed up. So, like I said, I say all this for two reasons. Very important reasons. First of all, I love and respect and appreciate all y'all that have been riding with me since day one, right? I appreciate it all. It's been absolutely awesome to have all y'all with me, and the way that y'all just continue to follow and show up, like, subscribe, and all these different things. And I get comments and all that stuff. Even though I haven't been putting as much content out this last month, I've still had interactions with people, and it's been really cool. So I appreciate all y'all, and I felt like I needed to let y'all know where I've been and what's been going on. Secondly, I wanted to let y'all know all of this because no matter what's going on, I mean, I moved twice within a week. I moved an entire house out within a week into a storage unit, and then moved it into our new place. And I did all that because it's just what my family needed. You know, it's just what they needed. We needed this. And so, and now there's been a weird kind of falling out, so to speak, a little bit with the owners of the Airbnb. So it's like, it was time for us to bounce anyways. It was time to no longer be in that situation and be, you know, yeah, I just can't even get into all the details of what was going on there, but it's been a very freeing experience to get out. So, with all that being said, I say this because I did all this because I had to, because my family needed me. And so, whatever's going on in your life, if you've got a wife, if you've got a husband, if you've got kids, no matter how tired you get or how much it hurts or the obstacles you face, don't quit. Keep fighting. Keep fighting because they need you. They count on you. They depend on you. And keep praying through it all because God hasn't left you. That phrase, like it's darkest before dawn, it's just a phrase. But it's a phrase that seems to matter in those dark moments, you know? And we had friends and stuff that they were like, praying for you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're going through this. But we had so many people who were just like, don't worry, we got you, we got you, we got you, we got you. We've built such an amazing community here in our new home in Gillette. And built an amazing community at our church, New Life. I'm just so beyond blessed and thankful and grateful for the way everybody showed up for us, the way everyone's ridden with us, and just, you know, and the way God keeps showing up. No matter how hard, like, you know, Kimberly even told me this one day. She texted me, she's like, Corey, you know, I'm not even worried because we'll make it through somehow. We always do. And we always do, and I know it, and she knows it. We always make it through because God never turned his back on us. He's right. He's God doesn't ride with us. God carries us. My mom's favorite poem was Footprints in the Sand. She had that thing several places in our house growing up my whole life. And I actually got one right here. I got one right here. And this is awesome because it's like, it's sand. So like I said, I got this as a door prize at a Christmas party I went to last year. But it was really cool because, like I said, the sand and the seashells and stuff. I grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas. So I grew up on the beach when I was a kid, and that was always home to me and my mom. And I know it's to my brother too. But so this always reminded me. I found this one really cool. I was really excited when I got this one because I felt like it reminded. But Footprints talks about just the concept of, you know, a man's walking along. It's actually David who wrote it. And he talks about walking in the sand. And he sees two pair of footprints when, you know, he's talking with God. He sees two pair of footprints in the sand. And then when life got hard, he looked over and saw there was no second pair of footprints. There was only one. And so he cried out to God, like, how come when times get hard, you leave me? And God responds to him that when you saw only one set of footprints, that's when I was carrying you. God doesn't leave us. God's with us. So whatever you're going through, how hard it may be, you got this because God's got you. All right, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day. It's your boy. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to put some more stuff out for y'all. Thank you. I'm out.